Good evening, Giles County. About 14 minutes until kickoff here. Week 3, Wayne Hobbs Stadium, back-to-back weeks. Raiders catching their first dub of the season last week against, slipping me,
Spring Hill.
Against Spring Hill. Man,
it's been a long week.
Both teams going into the week were 0-1, looking for their first win of the season, and thankfully the Raiders were able to get that first win instead of Spring Hill. You know, maybe they can change their luck around this week, can kind of support them now that they're not going against the Raiders. But as always, I'm Kenton Bostatter, and alongside me this year, my dad, Gregory Bostatter, bringing you your Richland games this season. Dad, how you doing?
Doing good, bud.
Like we said, excited for another pretty cloudy game here tonight. Supposed to have some pretty nasty weather get torn into here around 9 o'clock, so game getting started earlier at 6 as we're getting ready for the prayer and anthem. We'll let you guys hear it too.
Let us pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day and the opportunity to gather together as a community. We ask, Father, for your protection over every player on the field, every coach, every official, and all who are here to support these athletes. Keep them safe from harm. Help them to compete with integrity, to show respect for one another. Bless their efforts, Father, tonight, that they have a good sportsmanship. And may tonight's game be a time of joy, encouragement, and unity for all. We give you thanks for the families, friends, and community that make this night possible. May everything done here bring honor to you. Father, keep us safe on our journey home in conclusion of this game. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
And we are back, hopefully uninterrupted until kickoff. 10 minutes left until that happens. Like we said, a little bit of an overcast game. Supposed to have some pretty nasty weather come in around 8, 9 o'clock, so better safe than sorry. We bumped the game up an hour early. Kickoff will be at 6 instead of 7 now. But, you know, enough talk about the weather in last week's game. Let's get into this week's game. Raiders got a pretty decent matchup coming here. White House Heritage, now we were looking them up. I believe you said they have yet to lose, so they're undefeated right now on the season, 2-0, looking to go 3-0. Raiders looking to get a streak started. Hopefully they can get 2 in a row here. But also a little bit of a bigger school. It's not quite as big as Spring Hill, but they're up there. They're also a 3A school. Dad, this team, a long drive. They're almost at the Kentucky-Tennessee border all the way up there, almost East Robertson. Yep. You know, a team that you guys are familiar with to kind of give you a little geographical handle on where this team came from. Sorry, man, I'm not a vocabulist. But no, this week it really seems we know the Raiders offense can get it done. But so far, this White House team the past 2 weeks has put up at least 35 points, and they're led by a really good quarterback, number 1, Mr. Xavier Murray. Dad was reading the stats on him. Well, you said he had like 4,000 or 5,000 passing yards last season.
Yeah, he had 3,000 yards passing last year as a sophomore.
So there's 3,000 passing as a sophomore. His number one target, Mr. Marshawn Johnson, number
Fletcher.
0, Fletcher Johnson. I don't know why I wanted to say Marshawn. I was thinking of Keyshawn.
No, you're right. Marshawn Fletcher.
Marshawn Fletcher, that's what it was. That seems to be his biggest target. And we looked at this quarterback. He's kind of got a little bit of a short, stout build. So it's weird to see when we were looking at his stats, we were like, obviously, since we were just looking at him, he's got to be a runner. He's got to be first read's not there. I'm just going to scramble and go. This guy's a pocket passer. I think out of every drop back that he's had this year, he's only scrambled about 14 times, if that. No, 4.
4 times.
He's only scrambled 4 times. So this guy's going to be one to stand in the pocket. He's going to trust his offensive line, and he's going to be looking downfield for Mr. Marshawn to air that ball out to. Mr. Marshawn in 2 weeks already has over 200 receiving yards on, what'd you say, 14 catches? Maybe that's where I got the 14 from, was right there.
Yep, and Mr. Murray, he's 41 for 53 so far this year, so 53 pass attempts in 2 games. He's got 430 yards. He's got a 77% completion percentage, so he completes it pretty well. It's about 10.5 yards per completion. He averages 215 yards a game. So
it's going to be a tough game. And last week the Raiders defense almost getting a shutout. Spring Hill kind of getting some air in their lungs towards the end. Almost made the comeback, but the Raiders with one last touchdown to seal it, going up by 9 points. Really, the time went against Spring Hill right there, but obviously a very tough defense. But last week, the Raiders had to deal with the scrambling quarterback. That's all Spring Hill had offensively. It's nothing against them, but it was literally QB zone. Maybe he can step back and drop it. We didn't see that out of him too much. So this is going to be a polar opposite game for the Raiders defense. They're really going to have, I guess pass integrity doesn't matter that much. You can do some stunts off the line right there, some twist.
Right.
So hopefully this Raiders D-line can get after it, and they have some guys that can. Chase Thomason, number 52, making the switch from linebacker to edge. And it's really one of the biggest things on this defense. They've had some seniors leave that they have to replace, Jaden Pryor, B.J. Stinnett, guys of that nature. But some of the key guys have stayed on this defense. John Garrett, Camden McNeese, number 99, Shooter Foster out there. Number 27, Lucas Tarpley. I think this is his first year starting, maybe second year. I didn't get to keep up with Richland last year, so if that's wrong, don't put me to a wall about it. But, this is a core defense. They know what's expected out of them after second-year defensive coordinator Coach Mays. So they're going to be able to get after it. But Chase Thomason on the front line, John Garrett, Camden McNeese, and A.J. Bates. Really the front four holding that line down. And we saw a couple times last week, Dad, where they got back there and just barely missed the quarterback for a sack. And we saw the same thing when they were going against Wayne County, just barely missing that quarterback.
Yeah, man, it's too bad we didn't have a coaches show this week, or we'd love to have got into the head of the coaches or the players this week to see what the game plan is going to be, being more of a pocket presence of a quarterback. Is it going to be a pin your ears back and go, or is it going to be, kind of play it as you see it? Because their lead running back only averages 40 yards a game. So,
and I think he said, going back to Mr. Xavier Murray, his stats, he averages over 200 yards passing. So we're going to have to see a lot of tough play out of this secondary. And, again, your secondary can only be as good as your pass rush. Yep. If you're giving that quarterback all day back there to set up and find a throw and find an open man, somebody's bound to get open. You can't cover for 15, 20 seconds. So, like we said, really need to see this D-line, this front seven, actually get after it, and hopefully we can see him put a stop to this 3A White House Heritage Patriots.
And let's see what kind of offense we come out with. We've had 2 games and 2 different styles of offense come out for the Raiders. Last week more run-heavy, even running some wishbone. And then week 1 against Wayne County, where it seemed like we threw the ball quite a bit. So we'll have to wait and see what Coach Patterson and the coaches have in the game plan for the offense.
I say just looking for the identity. That could be the identity of this offense. They could be, hey, balanced offense. One week we can come out here and air the ball out 30 times and just continue picking apart your defense. Or if we really need to, we can put our hand in the dirt. We can play some smash-mouth football, and that's what we've seen. Like you said, the last 2 weeks we saw that air raid against Wayne County. Then we saw just the ground-and-pound pure domination against Spring Hill last week. So it's really a coin toss right now. Talking to Wyatt Journey a little bit off air at the last coaches show that we had, kind of, talking to him about next week, getting into White House a little bit. He said the biggest thing with White House is size. Why we were looking at them. White House, they got some bigger guys that are playing up front. And I think the strength of this Raiders team and the quickness, not to say that they don't have big guys themselves, But I think the strength and quickness of this Raiders team will really come to show that size isn't everything.
Yep. And, sometimes the best defense against a good pocket passer is a ground and pound offense that can slowly, methodically go down the field and keep their offense on the sidelines.
Because they're going to get into a point, well, I guess, if you get into a point where you're down, you are doing nothing but air the ball out. But if you can do what we've seen this Raiders defense do and at times have to bend inside that 20-yard line, you can really shut them out. If you can't get a run game going, and that's where the run game's crucial, is 20 and in right there. That's where you really want to be able to set the tone and dominate. Hey, we can move the line of scrimmage because that's where you're getting your short yardage.
Yep.
So we'll see what this White House team can do, and we'll see how the Richland defense can adjust. And we'll see this Richland offense hopefully come out here and light it, being backed by young freshman Gavin Schrader.
Looks like captains have come out preparing for the coin toss.
Oh. So it looks like you got 77, Camden McNeese, 73, Wyatt Journey, can't see that other
51
number.
on the far right.
51 is Mr. Kaysen Yoakley, and then I'm trying to see who's beside Camden McNeese. 52, Chase Thomason. Your 4 captains, all seniors this year, I believe. So they join arms at the 50, getting ready to meet the 3 captains that White House is sending out, number 11, number 5, and number 7. So the 2 key offensive players we don't see out there right now, 4 captains. We'll have to wait, see what this toss holds to see what we're going to see. I wonder how Richland's going to set the tone. That's a big thing. We always talk about there's 3 parts to a game, Dad. Richland's offense has looked really good. Richland's defense has looked really good. But Richland's special teams is kind of where we start getting some question marks thrown.
Yep.
At number 51,
See, like we said, Raiders are out there, all seniors at the flag at the 50-yard line. Head ref coming up to them, showing them heads, showing them tails, making sure it's a clean game, going to watch the talk. Ready to get everything under control.
That's one thing we did have a little bit last week was it did get chippy. Spring Hill with multiple unsportsmanlike and personal fouls, where even one player was ejected towards the end of the fourth quarter. So Richland did a great job. The coaches doing a good job keeping the players cool and not retaliating, because you know how it is being a player out there. Somebody starts chirping or pushing late. It's hard to not push back in that.
Yeah, it's always hard not to retaliate right then when it happens, but your retaliation's got to be that next whistle or the whistle after that. I don't want to say headhunting, but when the right play opens up, you're going to be able to find that guy and lay a clean lick on him.
So the Raiders will receive the ball first. I think White House won the toss and deferred to the second half.
There we go. So we're going to see your Richland Raider offense coming out here. We've got 1.5 minutes left until kickoff. We're going to cut to commercials for about a minute, and when we come back, it should be kickoff time here in Linville, Tennessee on KSR Sports.
Fans, from the coin toss to the final quarter, stay refreshed with an ice-cold Coca-Cola as you cheer on the Raiders. Just head to the concession stand and grab the perfect refreshment to share with fellow fans. Share a Coke with a teammate, a rival, or a friend this season. Thank you for choosing Pulaski Coca-Cola. It's time to load up on the best snacks and some delicious ice-cold Coke for all your game day guests. Nothing tastes like everyone you love and everything you like coming together. Coca-Cola. Together, taste better.
This is Clay Doggett, your state representative for District 70, and I'm proud to share what makes Giles County such a special place to call home. From our rich history and strong values to our thriving local businesses and hardworking families, Giles County is built on community pride. We're blessed with beautiful farmland, vibrant small towns, and neighbors who always lend a helping hand. Whether it's gathering for local events, supporting our schools, or growing opportunities for the next generation, Giles County continues to be a shining example of Tennessee's best.
Thank you, Elijah. I like the countdown. Well, I don't think we've given him that much love lately. Elijah Watkins, our tech guy, he's been following us. Anytime a game's streamed, it's going to be on the back of Elijah, getting everything up, working, and uploaded, so you guys can watch your Richland Raiders come out here and have a great season. I don't think that's something we've talked about too much, Dad, is how good of a season they had last year and kind of the pressure and how that changes expectations. If you do it once, everybody that really wants to win is like, all right, this is the new normal.
Yeah,
Every year that you do better, you set a new standard.
That's what I've been asked a lot, even at work or around town. It's like, hey, is Richland as good as they were last year? And of course, it's hard to tell only 2 games in if they really are, but I think they really are. I think they've got a great team this year, and I do see a deep playoff run in there for them.
Both teams in special teams formation. White House Heritage rocking the white and gray. Raiders in the all black with the orange helmets. Getting ready. Kickoff. Game started. It's a high one. Not quite to the last level. He's going to field it and trip up.
About to 19.
Number 17, Alan Kennedy. It looked like the ball didn't travel as far back as he thought it would. Last second having to come up. Maybe lost his foot and getting ready for the return. But the Raiders are going to get it at, it looks like the 20 even for their first offensive possession here. Like we said, led by the young freshman, number 12, Gavin Schrader. Then in front of him, the front 5, a very senior-studded offensive line, John Garrett, Camden McNeese, Mr. Cole Doggett, Wyatt Journey, and then Kason Yoakley in the middle.
Those boys up front were pretty much the highlights of the week last week, that offensive line dominating.
So we'll see. 3 receivers out closest to us. Richland, Schrader stepping back. Quick little 5-yard curl route. Can't get the number on that. But first pass of the game is completed. Moving the stick right there. I guess the down marker. That's going to be the number 25.
Number 25, Hudson Griggs.
Hudson Griggs. I only knew him by Huddy. I was like, what's his real name?
Gain of 5 is going to bring up 2nd down.
So I talk about Hudson Griggs all the time. You know, his dad, Andy Griggs, helping coach the team. Dude, I remember when he was still catching the bus from the elementary school, coming and hanging out in the locker room, waiting for us to get done with practice. It's insane to see him out there as, I believe, a sophomore. So see, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Raiders. Double motion. Tailback receiver comes in bunched on the line. It's going to be a handoff. That looks to be to number 0, Levi Reedy, I believe, running hard. Going to be enough to move the chains of Winterburn and Associates first down right there by the Raiders. 2 plays, 10 yards for them. And that was number 0, Levi Reedy, getting that carry. What a hard run by him, Dad.
Good hard run, and you know, Richland last week, they had kind of a 3-headed monster at the running back. You know, it was AJ, number 10, and in that, so.
Number 10's Colin Cagle.
So I was trying to argue. But yeah, not just one player running the ball for them.
Then a quick little curl route to number 17. Alan Kennedy slips 1 tackle, almost slipped 2. It's going to take at least half the defense right there for White House Heritage to try to take him down. And it won't even take that many. He's going to stay standing up, whistles blown. We have Miles Fernandez, number 52. Number 50, I apologize, having to come off the field, lost his helmet. 77, Camden McNeese filling in for him on the 2nd and 1 play.
About a 9-yard gain there. No, nice block by Jake Sands as well, blocking for his receiver buddy there to help him get a few more yards out of that.
No block, no rock. That's what every position coach, you know, running backs coach, offensive coordinator, head coach, heck, even some of the defensive coaches will call you out for it. If you don't block, you're not getting the ball. Trips to the wide side of the field for the Raiders. Schrader shotgun. Looks to be A.J. Bates beside him. Take it, straight drop back. Looking, great pocket. Having to step up to the left. Swings it. Looks like his arm got caught. Number 17, Aiden Kennedy going up on number 8 for White House Heritage. Hitting him with the Randy Moss a little bit right there.
It's a great job. It did look like Schrader's hand or elbow got hit a little bit. It was a little bit of a duck of a pass, but a great job by the receiver to locate the ball, go up, and with them big green gloves, snag it out of the air.
I mean, just look at the trust that you have in your depth. One of your starters, Miles Fernandez, gets his helmet knocked off, has to come out. Senior Kason Yoakley goes in to be on the line, and you set up a huge play like that.
Yep, it was a great pocket, like you said, where he was able to take 1 step forward and get a good pass out of there.
So now we'll see Raiders bunch on the right side, 1 receiver to the left. Schrader sending the halfback in motion. It's going to be just a little wide receiver sweep.
Flag there.
Apologize, that was Jake Sands in the slot motioning over for the jet sweep. Getting some good tough yards right there. Got a flag, maybe a face mask. It is a face mask. Oh, held the hand up.
Against the Patriots.
Okay, there we go. That was he held the hand up like there was going to be more added to it. I was confused for a second.
Yeah, so another big run for another Winterburn and Associates first down.
First down.
Just like that, the Raiders are on what looks to be the 11-yard line, maybe half an inch before it.
Well,
but they are in the red zone, first and goal, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe they're right on the 10.
They put the sticks down, so yeah, first and goal, probably right there at the 10.
See offense setting up. We got close splits by him. Schrader, shotgun formation. 2 receivers off to the left. Colin Cagle in the backfield. Handoff to Colin right up the middle. Split like the Red Sea, untouched into the Raiders end zone. First points of the night. 4-minute drive by the Raiders is going to end in 6.
Looks like we have a flag down.
Oh, no way. False start.
False start.
Against the Raiders.
I don't want to be that guy, but usually you blow a false start dead, no matter what level it is. That's a little weird, but
I tell you what, the left guard and the center did a great job down blocking to open up a huge hole for Cagle there. He was untouched all the way into the end zone.
But I say, you guys, I hope you saw it on the camera, because, I mean, we saw it from right here, and it was insane. You could just see nothing but green grass open up for it. Like we said, that offensive line doing work, you know. You always want your offensive line to be the most senior heavy, the most senior dominant, because that's what makes the whole offense go right there. If one of them are wrong, the whole play's busted. Same formation here for the Raiders. Schrader takes it. We're going to go with the same play. Colin Cagle is going to make a man miss in the backfield. I think he's going to get tied up at the line of scrimmage for a gain of none.
Yeah, they were a little bit more ready for that one. They probably had kind of a feeling that they were going to come back. Richland was going to come back with the same play.
Oh, I mean, when it opened up that good, you've got to try it again. Maybe you can expose it a second time. As we see second and goal for the Raiders. Just outside of the 10 for real this time. Same formation for him. Looks to be number 6 in the backfield beside Mr. Schrader. Lined up, Schrader takes it. Immediate rollout to the left. Looking. Deep ball.
Nice catch.
Right on the line of the goal of the end zone. See what we call it? I think they're going to call him short right at the goal line right there.
Caught by Jake Sands again.
There we go. Jake Sands, Aylin Kennedy getting this ball moved downfield, obviously with some help from the run game, even though Colin Cagle's run got called back. And number 6 was Jax Hunter lined up right there in the backfield.
It's like third and about 2. Or a long 2, maybe 3.
Kind of want to assume they're going into their heavy formation. Jake Sands, Aylin Kennedy, and
I was going to say, maybe come out
his name, Jax Hunter coming off the field.
A little bit of that wishbone that we had last week.
There we go. Right under center, Schrader, motion in the left side. Right up the middle, A.J. Bates going to land a block, though. He's not going to get it. I think that's going to be number 32, putting up the actual first 6 points of the game right there, going straight up the middle. Little tomfoolery, great block by A.J., great leading blocking by the man up front for 6 right there.
It's a first realty group touchdown for the Richland Raiders, and it's good to see them not have that holding or the false start call. You know, they did put them behind the sticks. It didn't deter them. You know, they hunkered down and got right back to it and got it back in the end zone.
It's almost like we were just talking about with White House, who we'll see here in a second. After A.J. Bates' kick goes straight down the middle, making it 7-0 your Raiders leading. But look at that. I mean, they got inside the 10. What did they go to? Immediate smash mouth. We're going to run it down your throat football. So getting ready for White House Heritage, who we're fully believing to be a pass-dominant school here. They're 3A. I think we mentioned that. Same size as Giles County, who's taking on Lawrence County in the cowbell game right now. So when halftime comes up here, you can catch that game. They're starting at 7 now. They still haven't went on yet. What time is it for Giles County?
This White House team, they are 2-0 on the season. They've averaged 35 points both games. A 35-10 victory in week 1. Or no, 35-0 shutout week 1 and 35-10 win last week. So
like we were talking about, the Raiders at home again. You never losing at home. Losing sucks, but losing at home is way worse. So when you got a team like White House that's 2-0 coming onto your field, you got to find something extra about you. And if they're trying to remain undefeated, and you're trying to get a streak of your own start.
I'm sure Coach Patterson probably put in the boys' head all week. Listen, this team's good. This is going to be a huge test for us. They're bigger than us. They're dynamic, so this is going to be a playoff-type atmosphere.
See, A.J. Bates not walking back at all.
A squib.
Right to the second line. It's going to be fielded at the 30. Looks like he lost control of it, so both return teams having a little trouble getting full control of the ball. And as the Patriots go down at the 30-yard line. So
I wonder if that was a little bit. Now, last week we kicked the ball deep all the time, and we had a lot of trouble with coverage. So I wonder if this is a change-up a little bit to maybe combat that a little bit.
See? Which, I mean, you only squib kick it like that if you have, really good faith in your defense.
Yeah.
So we'll see Raider defense out here. Your front four, John Garrett, Camden McNeese, A.J. Bates, Chase Thomason. And, of course, Shooter Foster, Tucker Mayo at your linebackers. So we'll see. The backfield not wanting to get set yet. We got trips to the left, tight end on the left side of the line as well. Quarterback shotgun. Takes it, straight handoff, going for the right edge of this time. Number 8 gets it, slips a couple guys.
Fumble.
That's a helmet on the ground. I thought it was a fumble, too.
Thought the ball comes squirting out.
So already Whitehouse trying to start some own domination of their own, going with the run off rib, trying to get that right edge, and they're going to get it for about 6 yards as they're now faced with a 2nd and 4. Number 99, Shooter Foster, losing his helmet. Number 51, Kason Yoakley, having to go and sub him for a play real quick.
Looks like they're going with a little bit of tempo.
Again, this is 3 weeks in a row that the Raiders have faced a high-tempo offense. So defense ought to be conditioned for it. Should be nothing new for them here. Got 2 receivers out to the left, 1 lone to the right. Halfback directly behind the quarterback. Quarterback's going to give it to him straight up the middle, and it's going to be stuffed by A.J. Bates and John Garrett. Number 44 and 72, not letting anything get past that line of scrimmage right there. Holding their ground, picking their man up.
It's a great job there by them shedding the tackle to see where the running back was, only giving up a minimum gain.
Now we got a big 3rd and 3 here for the Raiders. What a boost that would put in your team to get a 3-and-out first defensive possession here.
Absolutely. And what we expected to be a passing offense so far, Whitehouse has come out running the ball.
3rd and short, we'll see if they stay with it. You got to watch for the quarterback maybe pulling it, since that's not in the film, or just watch for the play action here. Same formation, 2 receivers to the left side. Quarterback's in shotgun. It's going to be a handoff straight up the middle. Halfback's going to try to cut a move to the right. I think that's going to be deaded. One ref's calling him forward, and one ref is calling him at the line of scrimmage.
They gave it to him.
It's going to be enough for Patriots.
Barely, man, barely.
I mean, he had to jump cut to the right side real quick because that left side was completely blocked up. And even with that first down, it couldn't have been more than the absolute minimum they had to get to move those chains.
Right.
So we'll see. We're now going to go 5 players out here to the left side, 2 stacks and a lone one in the middle. Quarterback all there by himself, shifting the defense off to the right, dropping back, quick little screen play. Raiders are going to blow it up instantly. Number 32, Tucker Mayo, coming in, putting hands on first. Tackle got slipped, and then just a gang of Raiders afterwards, putting them behind the sticks for 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 here for Whitehouse.
So a very unique formation there, but good job by the Raiders just doing your job, not getting too excited about it, and just watching and taking the screen out right away.
Like I said, with some of the way some of these defensive guys talk about Coach Mays, I'm sure they weren't surprised by that formation that came out. Trips to the left side, Whitehouse. Moving the halfback over to the right side of the quarterback, staying in the shotgun. Quarterback gets it. It's going to be a drop. Looking to the left, getting a little pressured. He wants to roll out. He's still holding onto the ball. Camden McNeese hounding him. He finds a man underneath. Slips the first tackle, trying to make a move. Nothing but Raiders around him, and he's going to go down right at the 1st yard.
Looks like this is going to
First
come
down
back.
marker.
Looks like they're going to be getting Whitehouse for a holding on number 77 of the Raiders.
As Camden McNeese still defeated the hold, able to put pressure on the quarterback. And like we said, it's obvious that the quarterback wants to sit there, stay in the pocket, and let his arm do the talking, because he had the chance to roll out right, maybe get the first down, but he stood in it, kept his feet square. So it's going to move him back 10. It's now going to be 2nd and 16 for Whitehouse. They're going to be behind their very first line of scrimmage, behind the 30-yard line now. Looks like they're going to be at the...
Second down and 20.
There we go. They're right at the 30-yard line. Looks like they were moving them back to the 25. I think everybody's a little confused. Ref picked his flag back up, getting ready for this next play. 4:10 left in the first quarter. Your Raiders are still leading 7-0 as the band starts playing. Raiders line down. 2 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Whitehouse takes it, dropping back. Quick throw to the curl route on the left side. Number 6 for Whitehouse taking it. Tries to tackle him. Tries to break a tackle. He's going to shake number 5, Jax Hunter, before getting brought down by number 4, number 27 for the Raiders. Number 27 being, of course, Lucas Tarpley. And then number 4 being Mr. Trip Helton, coming in right there on the perimeter to make the tackle, as it's about 3rd and 8 here, as Raider faithful starts getting a little loud. White House have yet to see him huddle up. They just go to the line, looking at the sideline for the call now, relaying it. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Quarterback, shotgun, takes it, dropping back, looking right. Quick throw, just a wide receiver screen. Really no blockers. He's going to be met instantly by number 32, Tucker Mayo. Shimmy down, got his shoulder right in the hips, and brought the tackle down clean this time, as it's now a 4th and 5.
Good job there, getting low and getting the tackle there. The play before, we almost didn't get the receiver down, because went a little bit high, and he almost shook the tackler. That was a great job there by Tucker to get low, put him on the ground, and bring out a punting formation for White House.
See what they do here. Great defensive stand by the Raiders. Only about a 3-minute offensive possession by White House, as there's 2:40 and ticking. Fields a punt. Nice kick right there. A little bit of a wobbly spiral. It's going to go right behind him, and it's going to take a White House bounce. Oh, my Lord.
I think probably about the 2 or 3 yard line that went out.
I mean, yeah, the tip right on the goal line and then just rolled out at the, I think that's the 1. I mean, this is one of those situations where we're in the half-yard line, folks, off of that punt by White House. So.
Yeah, I mean, he got some good air, and it was a good punt. And like you said, it hit. And it went straight sideways, right to about 1.5.
I mean, just a beautiful bounce. I mean, even the returner went right over his head. He was at, like, what, the 15? You just automatically assume that it's going to bounce in. Great punt by White House.
It was a flag on the play, but it was just a sideline warning on the Raiders. So
we'll see number 10, Colin Cagle, and number 2, Brady Tarpley.
Really got to be careful here, obviously.
And 99 shooter Foster running in.
Back right up against the end zone here. You probably want to smash the ball low to get some more breathing room.
So the Raiders looking for a full 99-yard offensive drive. Hopefully it'll end up in 6 here for them. But like Dad just said, they've got their backs to the literal goal line. I mean, when Gavin Schrader takes this snap, he's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, and, you know, the offensive line, if it was a pass, you got to be real careful not to get called for holding, because obviously a holding call in the end zone would be a safety.
So we'll see Raiders lining down. Everybody on the line of scrimmage. You got 2 wingbacks. Schrader's under center. Nasty formation for the Raiders. Left wing in motion. It's going to go straight up the middle to AJ as he holds on to the ball and pops out for about a gain of 4. Tough carry, and that's great by the offensive line. I mean, your back's to the wall. You have to go forward. You literally have to get up under your man and move him back, and that right there is what the Raiders did.
Yeah, that's just about who wanted it more, who fired off the ball the best. Pad level low, push the man out of the way.
I don't think the Raiders are going to get out of this nasty formation yet. Worked really well for them against Spring Hill. We'll see how White House is able to handle it. 5 yards off the dive by A.J. Bates. Same formation here. Left wing in motion. A little bit of an offsides call, because that's going to get called instantly right there. It's going to be a free first down. If not, it's going to be a yard under it. There we go.
See how they mark it. I think it's going to be a Winterburn and Associates first down.
There we go.
Hinkle Trucking first down Raiders.
Just like that. Same way they started their last offensive drive, Dad. Yeah. 2 plays and a first down.
And like we talked last week, you know, we didn't have the big dynamic play. We had a couple, but I think Coach Patterson would not love nothing more than just a nice, steady drive here.
Yeah, well, the dynamic play is cool, too, but when you're able to do this, I mean, you just mentally and physically take a toll on the opposing team right there. Just straight willing your way forward, as it's going to be a toss to Jake Sands. He's going to find a lead blocker, number 12, asking Gavin Schrader, your quarterback, to throw a lead block. You can't get mad when it doesn't connect. And props to him for just being the first one through that hole, looking for a man to take out, too.
Yeah, he no more tossed the ball to Sands, and then he took off and got right in front to take that man out right there in the end.
Almost like he was showing Jake Sands, hey, here's where the open gap is. Just follow me. We'll get a couple.
Absolutely.
And they do. About a gain of 6 right there. 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. Huddled up, staying in this nasty formation here. Schrader going back under center. Colin Cagle, A.J. Bates, Jake Sands, your 3 backs. Sands in motion. Toss to him. It's going to be reversed to Colin Cagle. He's going to try to find some room upfield, trying to maneuver his way, running into some of his own guys. It's only going to be about a yard, though. Now faced with a 3rd and 3 here for the Raiders, Dad.
Yeah, it's a big 3rd down, because I don't think you're in 4 down territory unless you are, like, less than a yard, I think. Because, you know, if it was 4th and 2, it's going to be a very bold call inside your own 20.
So we'll see Raiders staying in this nasty formation.
It's like the clock is probably going to run out in the first quarter, though, here.
Quick first quarter yet
At the
again.
end of the first quarter, the visitors from White House Heritage 0,
Go.
Richland Raiders 7.
Like you just said, end of the first quarter, your Raiders lead 7-0. We're going to take a minute commercial break, and when we come back, the Raiders are going to be driving north to put up another 6 here on KSR Sports.
May Oil Company, a fourth-generation family-owned business, is a supplier of fuel products and specialty lubricants serving Pulaski, Giles County, and southern Middle Tennessee from our offices and warehouse at 619 South 4th Street, Pulaski. May Oil Company is also a proud supporter of Giles County Bobcat and Richland Raiders sports. May Oil Company, supporting our Middle Tennessee communities for generations. 931-363-3704.
We've been cutting prices at Murray Chevrolet GMC. There are amazing red tag deals throughout our lot. Just look for the red hang tags and windows to find the very best deals in our inventory, like the Black Widow Edition Silverado 1500 RST with $12,000 off, or the 2025 Corvette E-Ray with over $14,000 in rebates. Many more great deals with thousands off on 2025 trucks. Swing through or visit our website, murraychevrolet.com, for all the info.
And we are back getting ready for quarter number 2 here in Linville, Tennessee. Your Raiders with a really good offensive possession, faced with a 3rd and 3 right now in their own 20, thanks to a beautiful punt by White House Heritage. So getting ready to start this second quarter, 12 minutes left. See what the Raiders do. They're staying in this nasty wing T formation here. A.J. Bates, Jake Sands, Colin Cagle, Gavin Schrader under center. It's going to go straight up the middle. That line of scrimmage is going to be reset, and I think that's going to be a Winterburn and Associate first down for the Raiders.
They are moving that way, yes, and a big first down. Which, you know, if they would have been a little short, I do believe Coach Patterson probably would have went for it there. But
oh, yeah, because if you're short right there, maybe you've already got him to jump off sides once. What makes you say, Gavin, go out there, get him with a couple hard counts, see what we can do here. You see Raiders going back to their spread formation as we see A.J. Bates, Camden McNeese, and Chase Thomason come off the field. See what they can do now. 1st and 10. They're at almost the 25-yard line here. Jake Sands, Aylin Kennedy, 2 receivers wide side to the left. Then I think you have Colin Cagle and Mr. Gavin Schrader in the backfield. Schrader takes it, dropping back, instantly looking to the right, curl route, tries to make a man miss. Oh, caught it in front of the sticks, went right behind him. They're going to just call it dead even right there. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
I wanted to maybe later on this game see if we can do like a little double move off of that. Maybe like a quick pump, and then have him stick his foot in the ground, go up the sidelines, because we've thrown that quick out every time, you know.
My senior year, the old stop and go. Ethan Workman special right there.
That's right.
But we'll see. I think A.J. Bates came back onto the field. No, it's Hudson Griggs, number 25, came onto the field. And number 0, Levi Reedy. Those are who you have in the backfield. You don't have Hudson Griggs back there. Hudson Griggs, now slot receiver, bunched up right beside the wing back. Handoff, Levi Reedy, wide zone, cutting it in. Had a beautiful lane in front of him, shook a couple arm tackles, took one guy to wrap him up at his legs and bring him down. But yet another Winterburn and Associate first down here in Wayne Hobbs Stadium.
Great vision there. He looked like he was going to come outside, and he seen the hole open up in the middle, put his foot in the ground, took it back up towards the middle to get about a good 12 yards there.
And these Raiders halfbacks, I mean, they are great about no hesitation. They see a slip of green grass, they're taking it, foot in the ground, and a lot of the times it works out for them. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. At the 35-yard line, maybe a little above, Schrader takes a snap, rolling out left, wanted to throw right, pressured, taking the sack. That's going to take them about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 2nd and 13 now for the Raiders.
And a little bit of a negative play there, but sometimes it's better to take the sack than to just to throw it up and possibly have the turnover there.
You saw the hesitation. He flipped his whole body to the right side. He was getting ready to air it out, but
yeah, he didn't. It wasn't there. So a 3-yard loss isn't the end of the world.
Way better than throwing a pick right there. Maybe it's a pick 6. There's nobody else on the right side. I don't know if you have enough yardage to get a good angle on them. But the Raiders are going to send Kennedy and Sands off to the right now. Bates, 44 to the right of Schrader. Schrader takes it up the middle with Bates, bounces it out to the right side. Going to get a hold of his jersey, though, Whitehouse is, maybe for a yard gain. Raiders for the first time all night being set up with a 3rd and long. Looks to be 3rd and 11 if you want the exact yardage here as the Raiders huddle up. We've seen it time and time again, Dad. I want to call the flood route. Takes it. He's going to roll out right. He's just going to hit Jake Sands on the quick little out route at the sticks for a conversion here.
Absolutely. The receivers have to know enough to get to the first down stick.
Levi Reedy, your tailback. Schrader trying to get him with the hard count. Double clap. Looking over to Patterson. Getting a call, a timeout. Instead of sending it to commercial break, I'm going to have Dad read off our sponsors who make all of this possible here for WKSR.
Okay, we got State Representative Mr. Clay Doggett, First Realty Group, Gerald's Auto Body, Murray Chevrolet, PES Energize, First National Bank, Haney Realty, Employees Resources Credit Union, Coca-Cola, Pulaski Natural Gas, M&M Staffing, Winterberg and Associates, and the May Oil Company. And our Sundrop halftime show coming up after 8:38 here in the second. And of course, every first down brought to you by Winterberg and Associates, and every touchdown brought to you by the First Realty Group.
There we go. And come this Monday, obviously it being Labor Day, we didn't have the sports show, but next Monday, go to Kitchen 218, upstairs, new location for the sports show.
I believe they call it, what, Venue 220 upstairs?
Is that really what they call it?
I believe so. I believe so.
Good for them. I never knew they had a name for it. I figured it was just upstairs at 218. That's all I've ever heard it referred to.
So should be a good time.
Raiders going out there, try to get them with the hard count. Coach Patterson burning a timeout as they get ready to face this 3rd and 11. Your Raider offense trotting out there, getting very senior heavy. You got 3 or 4 of them on the offensive line. AJ Bates, he's a senior. Jake Sands, he's a senior. So this offense, it has a lot of leadership right here, and that's good when some of your core guys, example Gavin Schrader, he's a freshman.
I'm wondering if we're going to be under a weather delay here.
I didn't see any lightning, man. I thought you said it wasn't supposed to come until 9.
Which is unfortunate because that is a 30-minute delay.
Well, I guess during this delay, we're going to cut for about 5 minutes, figure out what we need to do, which game the direction's going in. Hopefully we come back out here, doesn't lose any momentum for either team, and we get this game going. But until then, we're going to take 5 here on KSR.
This is Mike Keefe for Winterburn and Associates Insurance. Winterburn Insurance is a full-service insurance agency, meaning they can help you with virtually every kind of personal insurance. Keep them in mind for auto, home, life, and health. Winterburn and Associates Insurance has been serving Giles County and the surrounding area for nearly 70 years, so they truly are a trusted choice. Get a quote online at winterburninsurance.com or call 363-8638. Winterburn and Associates Insurance, proud members of the Insurers of Tennessee.
Hey, buddy, why the throwback uniform?
Well, boys, you see, it's to celebrate the glory days, the pride, the passion, the tradition.
Wow, what could be better than wearing a throwback uniform on game day?
How about throwing back a green and gold citrusy Sundrop soda in a throwback bottle while wearing my throwback uniform on game day?
The pride, the passion, the tradition.
Throwback a green and gold Sundrop today.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
We meet by accident, a play on words. But when you need us, we're there. Gerald's Auto Body and Gerald's Auto Repair is a trusted friend when you need auto repairs or auto body work. We specialize in making you feel at ease in a time that can be uncertain at best. We take the worry away and give you our very best. Gerald's Auto Body and Gerald's Auto Repair, a trusted friend when you need us. Call 363-0539 or drop by 716 North 1st Street, Pulaski.
First National Bank is an independent community bank. Being independent allows us to be innovative, to adapt and respond quickly and efficiently to your financial needs. We know the needs of this area. Our interest and our loyalty are to the people who live and work here. They are more than names and faces. They're our friends and our neighbors. Together, we're making communities great. Member FDIC.
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to work with all your real estate needs. Listing, buying, property management, or rental, we have got you covered. Call me, Daniel Haney, at 931-309-8291 or come by the office located at 109 South 1st Street in Pulaski, and one of our agents will be able to assist you. Our website is www.haneyrealtypm.com. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
For all your real estate, property management, and auction needs, contact Haney Realty Auction Company.
Attention Giles County residents, looking for your next career opportunity? Look no further than M&M Staffing, your trusted local staffing agency. Owner John Braden Harper and recruiters Cree Holt and Mercedes Houston are all proud members of Giles County who understand our community inside and out. At M&M Staffing, we're your neighbors supporting local schools, athletes, organizations, and causes that matter to you. Visit us on Facebook, step into our office, or apply online at mnmstaffing.net. You can also give us a call at 931-347-4255. M&M Staffing, your bridge to a brighter future in Giles County.
Natural gas safety tips brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas. Call before you dig. Don't hit a buried gas line. Before you dig or move earth in any way, call your local one-call number or utility locator service. They can tell you the location of buried natural gas lines, power lines, and other utilities so you can dig safely. These tips are brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas, 363-1752, 363-1752.
When it comes to your family's health, you can count on Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Pulaski. We're focused on keeping you at your best with annual screenings and preventative care. Having a family doctor helps you stay healthy, so our Southern Tennessee Medical Group makes it easy to find one. Call 1-800-424-DOCS. That's 1-800-424-3627, or visit southerntmpulaski.com to find a primary care physician.
Good evening, Giles County. One heck of an update for you. Instead of 30 minutes, we're now under 25 minutes for this weather delay. Score happens to be the same. We haven't seen much out of either team yet. It's still 7-0. Still trying to work out. I'll be honest, we got a nasty cumulonimbus cloud coming our way.
Wow.
But it's not supposed to hit till 9, so I think everybody's crossing their fingers and holding their breath off of that. Just stay strong with us here. It's looking like right now maybe we'll be back about normal kickoff time. I can't guarantee anything. I wonder if they just saw that telephone tower over there and just assumed that was lightning.
Well, I don't know.
Well, there's lightning, there's thunder, and we never heard any thunder. That's all I'm saying.
It's probably more heat lightning.
Maybe a conspiracy theory against this game right now. White House has something cooking up. We'll get somebody on it, but just bear with us like we're asking. We're going to play about another 5 minutes worth of commercials. Get back to you for another update here on KSR Sports if our tech man gets off of his phone here. We'll see Elijah Watkins, everybody. What's your address, Elijah?
You're on mute,
That's Elijah's Cash App at Hot Cheek 69.
Are you just leaving the scorecard going?
This is Clay Doggett, your state representative for District 70, and I'm proud to share what makes Giles County such a special place to call home. From our rich history and strong values to our thriving local businesses and hardworking families, Giles County is built on community pride. We're blessed with beautiful farmland, vibrant small towns, and neighbors who always lend a helping hand. Whether it's gathering for local events, supporting our schools, or growing opportunities for the next generation, Giles County continues to be a shining example of Tennessee's best.
May Oil Company, a four-generation family-owned business, is a supplier of fuel products and specialty lubricants serving Pulaski, Giles County, and southern Middle Tennessee from our offices and warehouse at 619 South 4th Street, Pulaski. May Oil Company is also a proud supporter of Giles County Bobcat and Richland Raiders sports. May Oil Company, supporting our Middle Tennessee communities for generations. 931-363-3704.
We've been cutting prices at Murray Chevrolet GMC. There are amazing red tag deals throughout our lot. Just look for the red hang tags and windows to find the very best deals in our inventory, like the Black Widow Edition Silverado 1500 RST with $12,000 off, or the 2025 Corvette E-Ray with over $14,000 in rebates. Many more great deals with thousands off on 2025 trucks. Swing through or visit our website, murraychevrolet.com, for all the info.
This is Mike Keith for Winterburn and Associates Insurance. Winterburn Insurance is a full-service insurance agency, meaning they can help you with virtually every kind of personal insurance. Keep them in mind for auto, home, life, and health. Winterburn and Associates Insurance has been serving Giles County and the surrounding area for nearly 70 years, so they truly are a trusted choice. Get a quote online at winterburninsurance.com or call 363-8638. Winterburn and Associates Insurance, proud members of the Insurers of Tennessee.
Employee resources.
We meet by accident, a play on words. But when you need us, we're there. Gerald's Auto Body and Gerald's Auto Repair is a trusted friend when you need auto repairs or auto body work. We specialize in making you feel at ease in a time that can be uncertain at best. We take the worry away and give you our very best. Gerald's Auto Body and Gerald's Auto Repair, a trusted friend when you need us. Call 363-0539 or drop by 716 North 1st Street, Pulaski.
First National Bank is an independent community bank. Being independent allows us to be innovative, to adapt and respond quickly and efficiently to your financial needs. We know the needs of this area. Our interest and our loyalty are to the people who live and work here. They are more than names and faces. They're our friends and our neighbors. Together, we're making communities great. Member FDIC.
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to work with all your real estate needs. Listing, buying, property management, or rental, we have got you covered. Call me, Daniel Haney, at 931-309-8291 or come by the office located at 109 South 1st Street in Pulaski, and one of our agents will be able to assist you. Our website is www.haneyrealtypm.com. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
For all your real estate, property management, and auction needs, contact Haney Realty Auction Company.
Attention Giles County residents, looking for your next career opportunity? Look no further than M&M Staffing, your trusted local staffing agency. Owner John Braden Harper and recruiters Cree Holt and Mercedes Houston are all proud members of Giles County who understand our community inside and out. At M&M Staffing, we're your neighbors supporting local schools, athletes, organizations, and causes that matter to you. Visit us on Facebook, step into our office, or apply online at mnmstaffing.net. You can also give us a call at 931-347-4255. M&M Staffing, your bridge to a brighter future in Giles County.
Natural gas safety tips brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas. Call before you dig. Don't hit a buried gas line. Before you dig or move earth in any way, call your local one-call number or utility locator service. They can tell you the location of buried natural gas lines, power lines, and other utilities so you can dig safely. These tips are brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas, 363-1752, 363-1752.
When it comes to your family's health, you can count on Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Pulaski. We're focused on keeping you at your best with annual screenings and preventative care. Having a family doctor helps you stay healthy, so our Southern Tennessee Medical Group makes it easy to find one. Call 1-800-424-DOCS. That's 1-800-424-3627, or visit southerntmpulaski.com to find a primary care physician.
First Realty Group has been serving Giles and Lawrence County and beyond for decades. We're first because we have the best selection of land, homes, and commercial properties to choose from. Our fair price promise means you can shop with peace of mind locally and with customer care not found elsewhere. We also understand the buying process and what it takes to make it easy, from title to escrow to closing. First Realty Group. First for a reason. Visit frg1.com for all of your buying needs in Giles County.
In case anybody gets ready to leave or something.
What? Oh, Kelly Bratton's just talking. He's a funny man. Giles County, we are back.
Here we go.
I don't know if we have a good update for you. I'm a pretty good eyeballs guy. And eyeballing it right now, we've got some pretty nasty weather coming our way. Really got gray. Wind's picking up a little bit. Got some lightning, but hopefully it misses us. Like I said, I don't really know. I don't know if this game's going to resume. I don't know if we're just going to hopefully let this storm pass. It's not a huge storm, but it's a decent-sized one that may sit over us. So hopefully we don't have to resort to, worst case scenario, not being able to bring you guys the rest of the game live.
Because the streaming equipment is definitely for nice weather only.
Yeah, I definitely did not see any stickers that said, what is it? It's not waterproof? Resistant. It's not water resistant nowhere.
There's a lot of open holes and stuff on this equipment, I believe.
But still, game time update. 7-0 still.
Yeah.
Both teams chilling in their locker room.
Richland's second offensive possession. Obviously the first one, a nice 5-minute drive for a touchdown.
They're doing a really good job of holding a White House team that we thought was going to be really pass heavy, but has kind of came in and shown, hey, we'll run the ball. And I don't want to be that guy. He threw for 3,000 yards last year. A lot of his yards, as of now, seem to be yak.
Yeah.
Seems to be, hey, quick call, quick screen to my receiver, let him go upfield, get some blockers going. And the Raiders defense, they're shutting the blocks, they're holding their gap. You got to be disciplined when you play defense. No matter what team you go against, you got to be disciplined. And this is what we've seen out of the Raiders the past 2-3 years is a disciplined team. That's why we see them shut down offenses. That's why you guys saw them have so many shutouts last year.
Absolutely.
And so this defense, they need to stay disciplined. Offense, they need to keep doing what they're doing, and play calling. Coach Patterson, the past 2 weeks and so far into 3, really, really good play calling. If it's working, he stays with it. If it's not going to be something that he forces. All right. We saw last week with the run. Run was working. What did we do? We got away from the pass one time. Didn't work that drive. Boom. Right back to just smashing the ball. What did we see against Loretto? What did we see against Wayne County? Pass game was working really well. Saw him just airing it out. So, like I said, hopefully we can bring you guys the rest of this game. Wayne Hobbs it's a cleared out almost. You know, this went from being shoulder to shoulder to almost a ghost land. But
so as a player, you know, you're amped up. You're in the game. You know, it's almost halfway through the second quarter. All of a sudden, everything comes to a stop. You know, there's the little building over here on the west side of the stadium that you guys as players go into. I mean, what's going on in there? What are you guys doing?
When you get in there, you're really trying to stay focused, you know, trying not to horseplay, but you're trying to stay loose at the same time, if that makes sense. And it's got like that pre-game feeling to it, except not as tense, because you're not like, you're not worried about
what's going to happen.
And for me, it wasn't what's going to happen, but it's like, all right, let's just get that first hit out of the way. Let's bang pads real quick. Instantly gets rid of all the jitters, all the nerves. And it's just like that, except you don't have those jitters. You're like, oh, I've been dominating this guy. Right. I'm ready to get back into it. And obviously the Raiders with the score right now, it's only a one-score game, 7-0. But if you're on the losing side of this, you're like, man, we can't really do nothing. These guys they're smashing us. So when you're on the losing side, it gives you time to game plan a little better. Hey, this is what they're doing. Boom, quick adjustments. This is how we're going to fix it. And obviously the Raiders are doing the same thing. But you're just ready to get back out there, man. I always hated weather delays because it's like the momentum was going. We were finally finding our groove. We had something going, and boom, just cut short like that. And you're sitting there bouncing almost, just ready to get back out there to knock some heads.
I can honestly say of all the games, all the years you played, I don't ever remember an actual weather delay. I remember some crappy, rainy, cold games, but I don't ever remember a weather stoppage.
But yeah, so these boys they're ready to get back out there. You can tell everybody's ready to get back out there, weather permitting, which I keep it a $150 with you guys right now. It is not looking like it's going to permit at all.
It's getting dark.
So we're going to cut to a commercial break, make a couple phone calls. Elijah, we're going to cut to commercial break, make a couple phone calls, and see what the game plan is for this game here on KSR.
Natural gas safety tips brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas. Call before you dig. Don't hit a buried gas line. Before you dig or move earth in any way, call your local one-call number or utility locator service. They can tell you the location of buried natural gas lines, power lines, and other utilities so you can dig safely. These tips are brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas, 363-1752, 363-1752.
When it comes to your family's health, you can count on Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Pulaski. We're focused on keeping you at your best with annual.
Right now. All right, Giles County. Okay, we're just making the rides do that right now. If it wasn't for the weather, this would be an electric game. We're going to pack up. We're going to cut the stream off right now. Hopefully the weather passes and we can get everything set back up for you guys for this exciting game here in Wayne Hop Stadium. We'll be back to you